Boyce, just leave him. You should have just left him alone. Boyce. What's up with y'all, man? So Boyce is the latest victim of the go along, get along game.
The Gula Geechee.
Man, Geechee's get him up out of here. Look, they get you up out of here. So now, obviously, let's go down a little track record right quick. This all started because of some slick comments made by Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes. Kwame went to their DMs. He said, I wasn't there, I didn't read him. He said he asked for an apology. Steven Jackson kind of shrugged him off like he's a nobody. He got on his ass in that legendary 1 hour rant that probably was the greatest piece of video on the internet in the last decade. Funny as hell. Mainly because we had never heard his voice. We had never knew his personality. And for him to run on the scene like that, it immediately drew a million people to him. All right.
The following.
Then after that, went back and forth with them. He obviously had a lot of comments for Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith kind of took the hits at first and said he wasn't going to respond. Obviously, ESPN told him to chill out, let them find some stuff on him and let it build up. I know how the game worked. So after he made fun of Matt Barnes and his girl. He went at Steven Jackson, called him a fake gangster, a fake Gandhi, basically. Fake Martin Luther King, fake Malcolm X. Kind of packed their ass up.
Fake Muslim.
He got mad up out of here when he called him Becky with the good hair. He got him out. He was finished.
Finish him.
Okay, so after all that, then we got Charlamagne came on the scene. Went at his family, what he called doxed him.
Yep.
Right? And we found out Charlamagne has monetary reasons to defend Matt and Stack because he is money tied to the All the Smoke podcast. During that same time, Jamel Hill came out and said something. I can't remember for sure if they're on the same network. I don't think so. I think they're on Showtime and Jamel might be on HBO. I'm not sure. So then, after that, he got them up out of here. Stephen A. Smith finally responds and he defends Matt, Stack, Jamel,
Boyce, Charlamagne,
Angela Rye,
with lettuce and tomato. And
Carcino is the one who brought out that these people are like a little gang. This particular group. So it was amazing when Stephen A. went through the name list and for no reason, just so happened that day he had Angela Rye on his show, just randomly. The same day
and she stay on the Breakfast Club.
The same day he defended Jamel Hill and Stack and Matt Barnes and Charlamagne the God, he also just randomly had Angela Rye on the show. And then he randomly shouted out Boyce Watkins and then Boyce Watkins. This all started with Boyce Watkins when he made a video talking about how YouTube will shut Kwame down. He called himself giving advice, telling him not to say the word nigga, how he do his titles. And what he did was, to Kwame's side point of view, it seems, all he did was make himself look weak and give them a way to shut him down. So he's like, why would you say this stuff? Why wouldn't you defend me instead of coming at me telling me what they're going to do to stop me? You should say, no,
reach out to him.
Yeah, reach
privately,
out to me. Yeah.
And give him some advice.
Yeah. So he's like, all right, instead of doing that, you go and make a YouTube video on how they will/can stop me. So he made a video saying that. Boyce did make a video later on saying the truth about Kwame. And that's when Boyce kind of decided to be the antagonist.
He was the antagonist from the beginning. Anything to draw views to his channel.
Boyce Watkins always find a way to everybody who's rising up on YouTube. He always finds a way to leech on them and get some attention. He did it with ADOS. I'm pretty sure he did it with Kevin Samuels. He finds a way to do it with everybody who's black, who's going up on YouTube. He finds a way to get a little attention on himself. So now Boyce, you got Boyce here, Mr. Boyce. Because I guess I don't have to call him Dr. Boyce anymore because that Charles Wu didn't call him doctor. Called him Boyce. No so respect. You clearly either you're really close to him or he don't have no respect to you.
He don't have no respect for him.
Either way, I think even if you were close to him, he still will refer to you by your title because he's not your damn
Dr. Boyce.
Exactly. He's not your son, daughter. He's not your mama, your dad, your cousin. He's your co-worker or somebody you work with, a business partner. So the whole Charles Wu thing is not new. As a matter of fact, this thing blew up like 3 years ago. I found out a lot of people who were already in this sector of YouTube was already on his ass. because Charles Wu in that video we all seen, shout out to Self Talk, that's who I start from first, but it's a 3-year-old story, should I say. But Charles Wu in that video basically said,
how we do it, more formulaically is why do, is we actually sell the why, like when I explain what I do, I tell people I basically sell open dreams, and I fulfill it. Sometimes I fulfill it with SaaS. Sometimes I fulfill it with a physical product. Sometimes I fulfill it with an info product. But ultimately, I'm selling open dreams of some sort of desired end result. But what we do is, if you can imagine, I hit it initially, I literally, what I'm selling, I don't view myself as selling. The problem is not to say buy my product. I'm trying to sell a movement or a change. So in this case, this offer that we have, we're focused on the African American niche, and we're basically selling, we basically sell it as religion. Let me take that back. We are selling hope. We are fulfilling it through an online education product. But this is kind of the pitch. It's growing up, I was the black kid who wanted to be invited to the space of the white man, blah, 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 And it's and I remember just having a day when I said, I'm not going to pretend to be somebody else. I'm not going to fit in, trying to hope that these white folks like me because I'm a good person. I learned how to love, blah, all this sort of stuff. It's this self-realization point. And what's interesting is this is actually one of our, and maybe you'll think that I'm this evil person. This is actually a practice and planned effort to get to a critical close point. And actually, I was really excited because
I sell hope, just basically I'm using Boyce to sell hope to the African American group, what he referred to as the African American niche, the black niche. So Boyce, and you can't watch that video now because he's had it taken down, the original video. Now the video, I found a video of him, I guess you would say they did a live stream, a Zoom call later after that kind of blew up and people were going at him. He called himself defending himself. He did another video with Charles Wu where they kind of sort of were trying to do damage control. This is the video here. I'll put it in the description.
Sometime in the last summer or spring, my level of understanding, I now know a lot more than I didn't know back then. And looking at the way I referred to people, it's, I guess the best way of looking at this is, right, as a marketing, but a tech-based marketing systems guy that breaks things down, I guess, and it doesn't make it right, but it's kind of like I've built this great race car and I'm bragging to my friends about this, right? And I have stopped viewing the, ultimately my race car, I'm playing in the world of human emotions. I have basically let my, looking at that, I'm looking at this.
Yeah, Boyce not looking too good out here.
Leave that man alone.
He's turned off his comments on his videos for the past 2 days because those Kwame subscribers they cooking his ass.
The mama's cooking.
They got that special seasoning for his ass.
That comment section is boiling because it was boiling before he turned it off.
They just wait for him to turn back. They looking.
He turned it off. I wait for him to turn it back on because it was boiling.
He's not gonna turn it back on.
I think he will. I think he waiting for the cool down.
Yeah, he waiting for the cool down. See if this is actually gonna if it's gonna damage his YouTube channel.
I think it clearly will because he deleted the original video on purpose, with a reason, obviously, because it did make him look a certain way. You got this Asian man basically saying, "We're not really for change. We're here to sell hope." I'm not really making an actual sales pitch. It's selling feelings.
Isn't that what the damn Black Caucus and
that's all they do.
Revenue Shop. That's what our leaders been doing this whole time, selling us hope.
All they do is get on the dance floor.
Boulets.
Their damn electric slide everywhere. That's their international. This is how you make us feel better.
The Asian man just pretty much told what y'all niggas been doing this whole time. Selling hope.
So I found I guess you would call it a little blog or like a small article, I guess, from Danny Cardwell. I don't know this man. He's a black man. I don't know him. I don't know his views on stuff. I'm learning that you can't just get behind people you don't know. But I don't know who he is, but he is a black man. He wrote this article.
Bet them first.
He wrote this in 2018. And you see here it says puppet master, and now a word from our black leaders. You see here he said Dr. Boyce Watkins deserves every bit of scrutiny he's receiving. Now, to keep in mind, this was 3 years ago. It's 2018. He said he deserves every bit of scrutiny he's receiving. The Charles Wu video is damaging, and no amount of vitriol the doctor aims at those asking questions makes this go away. Boyce broke the trust he has built with some of his strongest supporters. More damaging than that is the harm he will continue to do to those semi-conscious brothers and sisters who refuse to open their eyes. We need to view these secular saviors the same way we view pulpit pimps and other con men preying on the black community. Every good con is built on trust. The most fruitful cons take a long time to develop. Charles Wu found Dr. Boyce Watkins, who was running a similar hustle and used him to expand his brand. Charles Wu was on video bragging about his ability to sell dreams to the niche markets, black people. He admitted he was selling a religion. The most damning part of the video is that Wu pulls up Dr. Boyce Watkins' image on his screen and parrots his whole pitch almost word for word. Boyce might not be at the end of Charles Wu puppet strings, but one would have to try awfully hard not to see this for what it is. Charles bragging about his plug into the black community. Now you see here, he called them conscious Pharisees and all that stuff. A small little read here, but what I'm showing this for is to show that this is actually old. You go on YouTube and type in Charles Wu, you see video from 2018, 2017 of this. I guess I wasn't really keeping up with Dr. Boyce Watkins then.
You wasn't into this sector.
Yeah, I wasn't really into this, so this is really old news. It seems like the main thing that's happening with Kwame is all of people's skeletons have been drug out in the streets
because they want to be seen, they want to be heard.
With Charlamagne, it was the rape allegations. Immediately brought back to the light, and really some heat got on his ass.
He bringing down the heavyweights.
Yeah, Stephen A. Smith, people forget all the coon stuff he said. We made a video on that showing the stuff he used to say about black men and how black men need to conform. Yes, Stephen A. Smith back in 2011, 12, 13 was saying black men need to conform to the system.
You know who I'm surprised they hasn't said anything?
Who?
Roland Martin.
Roland Martin know to shut the hell up. But Roland Martin understands, stay in your place.
Roland Martin, don't do it.
Roland Martin understands.
No, Martin, do it. Please do it.
Please, Lord, please say something about Kwame. We want to get your ass up out of here. Pack Roland Martin the fuck up.
Roly-poly, get his ass out of here.
But he ain't gonna say shit because you're a smart dude. He's a smart dude. He understands who to choose his battles with.
Shrewd.
Yeah. He's slick. That's what they call niggas. They don't call him smart. They call him slick. But he's very shrewd. But he's not gonna say nothing. But let's talk about this for a few seconds. That's pretty much the most on that. What is the purpose of Dr. Boyce Watkins being looked at as somebody who wants to be a black leader? Because most things you hear him say is stuff like, if you don't want to be poor, go to college. And it's like, but that causes debt, don't it?
Causes
You're
financial
in debt when you
debt.
go to college. So he's saying just go to college and start a business. You won't be poor. And it's like,
there are people who are 60 years old and they're still paying off college debts.
So then you got this. Then he pushes this idea that black men need to be stepfathers. Look, I have no issue with a man who chooses to be a stepfather. I have no issue with that. But I don't think that's something you should tell dudes they should do. Or you disagree?
I totally disagree. Unless it's somebody that you like, but they shouldn't be promoting that shit.
I agree.
You should be promoting abstinence. Wait till you get married. That's
you would think he would push the idea to women to not have children out of wedlock.
But
not even just women, dudes too, don't have children out of wedlock.
He's telling you to he's making it okay for them to go out and get these kids, and then somebody else has to come in and take care of these. They bringing baggage into the relationship. I hate to say that, but it's the truth.
It's the truth. So Boyce Watkins, I saw a video by that guy. I'm sorry, I can't remember his name. I'm going to try to put his channel in here. He called himself Mama's Cooking. Daddy's Cooking. I'm sorry. But he made a comment where he said that Boyce Watkins' job, the same way you got Young Thug, who's here to destroy the black male's physical image, Boyce Watkins' job is to show the black man's mental approach to things. Make him what he call a beta simp. So if you look at it, he does do things look, we all see the video of him talking to his wife when he proposed, and how his arm was around her waist, her arm was around his neck, and she kind of was off of him. Not really up on him. You know, we saw that picture with Willie D live.
I didn't see
where
that.
she was closer to Willie D in her wedding picture than she was to her husband. Look, man, it is what it is. Damn. Boys, stop. It's old. Just stop. If you don't want people to keep digging into your relationship, man, that changes that completely changes my perspective of his marriage. It's like you waited 26 years. Hey, look. But hey, that's not my business. That's his business.
Yeah, that's his business.
That's what he allows. That's
we
what
don't
okay
gossip
with.
here.
Yeah. So another one falling. I don't know. He survived this the first time. He got a video he did earlier today where he said he gonna answer all the questions about it. I clicked through. I didn't watch it. We clicked through it. I didn't hear anything about Charles Wu. Maybe he
selected questions that he wanted.
Yeah. So
to answer.
I don't know if he talked about the Charles Wu situation. It's a 3-year-old story, so maybe he didn't feel the need to speak on it. And Kwame obviously very quickly responded to that with a 15-minute video. I haven't watched that yet though, but
Mama's cooking.
He cooked his ass. But yeah, man, that's number 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's number 7. That's number 7 he got rid of.
Who? Roly Poly.
Should I say he can get rid of? That's number 7 that he's checked so far. He hasn't got.
He got a couple more to go.
He ain't got Roly Poly yet. That's the big one.
That's a big fish.
That's a big one. But yeah, man, that's that on that. Shout out to Kwame. Shout out to Self Talk. Shout out to all the people who's doing all this stuff. I said Self Talk because that's who I saw this from first. But I know it's a 3-year-old story. But anyway, man, thanks for viewing the video. If you last this long, please like, comment, subscribe. We will appreciate the views and please like the video again.
Damn, dude.
All thanks to the Most High and peace.